Well, stand back, light the blue touch paper, and buckle up, funsters. This is going to be sparky right from the get-go. My estimation is that this probably won't go the distance. They're very, very accomplished players here, but I think that ARD, Alfie Davis, may just have some skills to bring here that are going to cause an upset. Brad.
Yeah, he's a very elusive striker on the back foot, switching stances very a lot. It may take Youssef a little bit to try and figure him out, but he can't be on the back foot. A risky maneuver there, but straight away he turns into mount. Great move by Alfie Davis here.
Lovely attempt at the axe kick there. Oh, the panoply of strikes that we're seeing, but it goes down to the mat.
Yeah, you can't sleep on Alfie's ground game as well. I know that he's been working on it a lot, and he's at London Shoot Fights, and yeah, a bit too close to the edge of the cage then, edge of the ring, so they're going to move him back to the centre of the ring and get the action started.
Yeah, referee Mark Goddard just resetting them in the exact same position they were before he called that stop to the action, and that's Alfie Davis looking to pass the half guard here of Youssef Wehbe. As we said, Alfie Davis finding out of London Shoot Fighters, and again, this is a game plan that they're known for, crushing their opponents into the mat, slowly cooking them up and grinding them down.
Lovely little knee strike we saw there from Davis, just straight into the rib cage from that half guard position. I have to say, Youssef Wehbe just trying to work out a strategy here. Davis, though, very bright, very sparky right from the get-go. We're seeing some intelligent, bright, joined-up fighting. I mean, both fighters, bright prospect, both fighters very hungry, but what I'm seeing from Alfie Davis is just a slightly better baked cake.
Yeah, he's fishing for the arm triangle here. He just needs to turn his chin. Oh, good job by Youssef putting him back in guard. Gives Alfie a bit of time to work a bit of ground and pound.
Watch your fingers in the eyes, Alfie.
We hear referee Mark Goddard there just cautioning Alfie Davis with fingers in the eyes. Again, surely not intentional, but with these open-handed gloves, it does happen when you're trying to palm off and create a little bit of space. Alfie Davis looking to posture up here and land some strikes en route to what would be his 9th professional victory in mixed martial arts. Youssef Wehbe seeking his 7th.
Yeah, he's kind of like Youssef is like, he's got a close guard, he's very defensive here. Maybe he's trying to wait for the referee to stand him up. But if he wants to get a bit busier, open the triangle, on the body, he's very defensive here.
Stay busy, guys. Let me see some more, please. Stay busy.
Yeah, we're seeing Wehbe being very cautious, and in a sense, I think that might work to his advantage because he's really slowing down Alfie Davis. He's really trying to take some of the heat out of what Davis is bringing here. He's really trying to grind him down, present an opportunity, and Davis, of course, absolutely oblivious to it, powering forward there. Just look at him push up and really, really manhandle Wehbe.
Well, if you can get that body triangle on nice and tight, you can disrupt your opponent's breathing with it as well. It's not just a controlling hold, it really can adversely affect the stamina of your opponent if you know how to use it. Wehbe's let it go now, going for the traditional closed guard instead.
But unfortunately, that also with doing this is making the round slip away from him. The guy on top being a bit busier, being Alfie, is going to be, in the judge's eyes, winning.
Absolutely. All the work is coming from Davis at the moment. The work rate is high. The ambition is there. You can see him driving forward, working hard, looking for work. And Wehbe, well, just very passive at the moment. But there's that body triangle again. And as you can see, really locking in. Well, slipped down now into a closed guard, but trying to stop the breathing of Davis.
You may not be able to see from this angle on the camera, but Alfie's got a cross-wrist control, which is very good for ground and pound here, even though Youssef is going for the arm triangle, Kimura. But Alfie just needs to get his hand back out, but it's going to be really hard to finish this Kimura as well, because you see he's still got the cross-wrist, and he gives him a good chance to get this ground and pound. And we see Alfie doing now, landing a couple of heavy shots there.
Yeah, short shots from Alfie Davis here, looking to control his man and take the back. Great work for Davis, looking to throw those hooks in. He's got one as he tries to fish out the neck of Youssef Wehbe.
Well, we're in submission territory now. Can Davis make something of this? Can he really make purchase of that? Wehbe's given up his back. Davis tried to get the forearm in around the neck for the choke. But look, Wehbe now transitioned out of it, really trying to perform some escapology here. Can he do it?
He's going to be careful of leaving that arm in. He's out and in top position. He's not going to have much time to play with it, but what a show of resilience there at the end of this first round from Youssef Wehbe.
Yeah, he used the Kimura lock from the get-go. He didn't let it go all the way through that transition. It made it really hard for Alfie to, to stay on top.
So they're at the bell at the end of the first round. I have to say, what a technical bout. For anyone and everyone watching, that's your ticket money right there. That was just explosive, it was dynamic, and it was technical. Everything in the mix.
Yeah, it was a very interesting round, I have to score it, but I believe that Alfie was on top of most of that round, so I think it did slip away there for Youssef.
There's a nice axe kick there, started that early scramble. We saw Wehbe initiate the takedown, but it was a nice lateral drop from Alfie Davis, and he was then able to take top position. And here we see how he essentially chipped away at his man for the remainder of the 4.5 minutes he had in top position. Short, sharp punches. There was some real snap behind those shots as he racked up points on the board. Going to be a very interesting round going into the second, though, because as we did see at the end there, it was Youssef Wehbe sweeping and ending the round in top position. Is he going to be able to carry that momentum over into the second frame? We're about to find out.
Round 2 of a scheduled 3. Phoenix MMA rules applied here, and there's the kicks that we know Davis can perform. A southpaw fighter, is he a natural southpaw, Brad?
He actually switches back and forth. You see he's in the southpaw now, he'll go back to orthodox. What he's doing that is he's been very elusive, and he keeps the opponent guessing. If you're too busy thinking about what your opponent's doing, you can't concentrate on your own game plan. So Alfie's doing a very good job of mixing things up with strikes, punches, and kicks.
Spinning back kick to the body there, and he's thrown 4 different kinds of kick already in this second frame. We saw the axe kick in the first round as well. He's definitely keeping Youssef Wehbe guessing here.
It was a good time in there for the takedown. He caught Alfie trying to throw too much of a hard overhand right and tying in for a double.
Well, we're seeing a lot of leg work, and that's partly to do with the fact that it's so effective for him. In fact, Davis took his last win against the formerly undefeated Jay Dodds in Bellator 179, and he finished him with a TKO, kick to the body in the first round. Now, kick to the body, that takes a lot of leverage, and that takes a lot of hench. So you can see that Davis can deliver some stoppage blows.
Nice work there from Davis to again counter the takedown attempt and land in stop position. And we were talking about those body kick TKOs. We don't see them very often, but when we do see them, they are usually decidedly unpleasant. And that one certainly was back at Bellator.
I've also seen him win a fight in MMA or with an axe kick as well. It was in a kickboxing fight. It was a really good knockout. But Alfie, don't just sleep on his kicks. He has very good power inside his hands as well. And like we're seeing tonight, a very good ground game.
Yeah, using the can opener here just to put some more pressure on Youssef Wehbe, get him to open that guard up so he can effect a pass. Wehbe really on the back foot here.
Guys, I need to see something.
So the pace has just evened out as you'd expect. You couldn't go at it at that intensity for the whole 3 rounds. And this is now where we start to see, well, looking to try and unpick the locks, looking for the needles in the haystacks. Wehbe, well,
Progress, guys, please.
Given an open guard up here, and of course, Davis trying to pass, being held single there, but Davis too low down to start using the hands, and Wehbe really working to try and keep him there.
Yeah, he's got the heel on the thigh, looking to push his man away, and he does. Davis so happy to get back to his feet, reset, and have another go. You got to think Wehbe might be grateful in some respect, but as soon as he sees those kicks from Alfie Davis coming up, perhaps not so much. Spinning back fist attempt there from Davis, didn't land clean.
This time Davis's turn to be smashed down there, and well, Wehbe has top. Now let's just see if he can do anything here. Don't forget now, Davis has been working flat out for over a round and a half, and maybe the gas tank could be just in question here. Wehbe, well, very passive in the first round, looks lemon fresh now as he drives forward. It's Wehbe that looks like he's got the energy now to carry this through.
Yeah, absolutely. He's on top here, trying to be aggressive. Alfie Davis using that single butterfly, or at least trying to. Gets the second butterfly in. Just going to look to unsettle his man here from top position and just affect his base on top.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get sweeps and get back to your feet with a butterfly guard, which Alfie's using now. Maybe now attacking the neck a little bit, trying to get his bottom right leg out. Unfortunately, out there now, he's against the ropes. It's going to be a little bit more difficult than if he was against a cage to be able to get back to his feet. But he still should be able to do the right things here, try and get his bottom legs out, or use the butterflies that he's got here to elevate him. Try and threaten with that choke weight he's got here. He's got the chin strap position. So he's just threatening with the guillotine. He doesn't look tight or anything at the moment, but it's just letting him know that it's there.
Well, of course, that guillotine's on. Can Alfie Davis add some leverage to this, or will Wehbe just try to angle himself out of it? It's interesting, Brad, because, you know, you've mentioned the effect that the ropes have on a fighter's technique and what he has to bring to this fight. And you're so right, because, you know, up against a hard cage, it's a completely different game. So this is an added element of excitement. Lovely kick there, that connected, but the ropes, Brad.
Oh yeah, the ropes definitely playing an effect here, but look, I think Alfie's got maybe a triangle attempt here. If he can get his other leg and lock his feet up. Maybe a little bit hard, it's a bit loose, but he's trying to edge his way up here now. He needs to pull his shin down. He needs to pull his shin down the back of the head here. I don't think he's going to have time to be able to finish in this round, but it's been a very, very good round, this one. Very full of action.
Well, a completely different round in terms of Wehbe's performance. I think he's worked better in this round, and I think he's probably evened it up. What would you say, Brad?
Yeah, absolutely. You've certainly got a good shout for that. I mean, Alfie Davis did some great work early on. Youssef Wehbe, though, certainly was able to pull some points back. I mean, let's take a look at some of the action from that round. We see Wehbe attacking with knees here, and it was a nice trip takedown from Alfie Davis. Immediately, though, Wehbe putting that butterfly in, pushing his man away. Davis happy to accommodate him on the feet, though, Brad.
Yeah, he tried to, you see right there, he tried the spinning back fist. For a second, I thought he did connect, but this is how you see him manage to be able to drag it down to the floor. But beautiful play with the butterfly guard of Alfie Davis, managed to get the fight back to the feet for a little bit.
And we saw a nice axe kick land from the ground in that second round. Let's see what Alfie Davis can pull out of his bag of tricks as we move into the next frame.
And of course, the axe kick, a very underrated strike. Not since the late, great Andy Hug have I seen the kind of axe kicks that we should be seeing in bouts. But we go to the third and final round in this second of our matchups here tonight. In the lightweight division, Alfie Davis of the UK takes on Youssef Wehbe.
Yeah, speaking of Andy Hug, we saw a nice low spinning back kick there to open his account from Alfie Davis. Looking nice and loose.
He is, he's looking very good on his feet, but he's got to be a little bit careful. He does get too flashy and give up a takedown and end up on his back, so it's risk versus reward.
You know, the scoring in mixed martial arts recently changed to reward more impactful strikes and give less weight to grappling and submission defense in an effort to make the sport a more offensive spectacle. And that's certainly what we're seeing from Alfie Davis here. He's really going for it in this third frame.
And definitely with this ring in Phoenix, it makes the fighters work. It's only an 18-foot ring, so you can't really hide in this place. You know, you get caught up in the corners here, and straight away you're just full of action.
Absolutely, and something we see, you know, less often in mixed martial arts is fighters being trapped in the corners. You've got a much wider angle on your corner post in a ring or an octagon.
I had a few fights myself within the ring. I must admit, I did prefer it down the cage.
Then, of course, in terms of the grapplers' trials and tribulations, they're going to find it much difficult to defend those positions against the mat. Davis attacking with that back leg kick already here.
Yeah, Davis is looking a little bit more fresh with two really good knee on the inside as he went for the takedown. Getting the body lock here, putting his guard up against the cage. Maybe see him may go for a trip. I would like to see him break away, to be honest, Brad, and go back to the striking, because I believe that's, you know, what he's been looking good at.
Yeah, absolutely, and the crowd certainly roaring in approval of Alfie Davis, chanting ARD for their man. Partisan support here at the Indigo at the O2 here in London.
He's trying to go for a little trip here, inside trip. This is all scoring though, Brad. You know, he's just like chipping away here, keeping his guy up against the ropes. You know, being aggressive here. Good elbow
Nice elbow on the break. Lovely stuff from Youssef Wehbe.
Well, at this stage, gentlemen. It's going the distance, or is it? We're going into a slugfest. Single leg takedown. There's the throw from Davis, and he wants his man up. He wants him in the upright. Will this go the whole way? And if it does, where do you see it, guys? Because so far, you couldn't put a hair between these two on my scorecard. I think the first round definitely went to Davis. I think Wehbe had a better second round, but in the third now, well, it's really gone down to the wire.
Yeah, I think you've seen I think he's gassing a little bit, Wehbe, and Alfie, for me, has been hitting the clean of the strikes on the feet. A lot of kicks, a lot of flashy moves, but it's still landing. You know, so I have Alfie up on my scorecard.
But when they're throwing those huge kicks and punches with reckless abandon like that in the third round, you've got to believe it's still very much everyone's game. Wehbe just tying his man up at the moment. I've seen him look for a couple of tricks from this position. If he'll get them or not is an entirely different question. Davis now powering back and crushing his man up against that corner post.
1.5 minutes left in this third and final round in this second matchup here at the Phoenix Fighting Championship, and it really is going to the wire. These guys bringing out the heavy machinery now, and I have to say that it's got to be Alfie Davis driving forward. It's him that's had the workload, him that's had the work rate. Strategy of Youssef Wehbe was to maybe draw his man in, suck out some of the juice, take out some of the sting from the tail, but look at Davis, still coming forward, still looking for work, still looking to do business.
He's looking for that left high kick, Mirko Krokop style. But we saw Youssef Wehbe take 2 or 3 of them clean earlier in this round and just beckon his man on. Alfie Davis has to be thinking, what's it going to take to put this man down?
Alfie definitely looking the fresher of the two. You know, a lot light on his feet, moving around, man to evade, and when Youssef comes in, he get him with those kicks. I can see maybe him shooting into one of these.
Half a minute left, now we're seeing the power strike. There's the knee strike, it goes out, and Wehbe's calling it on. That's always a big mistake, but look at Davis now, taking his time. Now that's joined up fighting. Spinning back fist doesn't pull it off. Wehbe desperate at this stage, but Davis knows he's probably marginally ahead. Now looking to maybe suck up the time here. Oh, he does look good, Davis. There's the 10-second clapper. Has Wehbe got anything left? No, he hasn't. Look at this as they go now to the bell. It goes to the mat, but it's all going to be for nothing. What a dramatic end to an unbelievable matchup. And what a performance from this young man, Alfie Davis of the UK.
Well, if that wasn't worth the price of admission, I don't know what was. What a phenomenal end to a phenomenal bout. Youssef Wehbe beckoning Alfie Davis on, but there's an old saying that goes, be careful what you ask for, you might just get it, and he certainly got it from Alfie Davis there. Let's take a look. Brad, talk us through some of the action from that third and final round.
Well, as soon as I thought Wehbe was tiring, he seemed to just turn a switch and just went crazy and just came forward, and he made it really exciting towards the end of this fight. You just see him here coming forward now. Alfie got a little bit of a takedown here, but you know, watch, spinning back things, a very creative strike here, managed to get on the back end. This is right at the end of the fight, I believe. Alfie here, look at it, very good spinning back kick. For me, he done a little bit too much of this. You know, he has real clean strikes as well. So, but here, the jumping knee just didn't land a few times, but he was trying for it quite a lot.
Well, it was thick and fast, the action, but there was no let-up from Davis. Always creative, always looking for work. I think it's a foregone conclusion. You never know how the judges will see it, but I think then the partisan crowd here in support here for ARD, for Alfie Davis, the young Alfie Davis, will be pleased with the result. Mark Goddard pulling them into the centre. We're going to get the official result, but I think, well, Youssef Wehbe will just have to relax and go out with commiserations.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 fantastic rounds of Phoenix Fighting Championships action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner, Alfie A.R.D. Davis.
Well, there you have it. That's the official announcement. We knew it before, but you've heard it now. Alfie Davis takes the win, and I would venture very, very convincingly. That's another one notched up for the young fighter from the UK.